What is going on, people? Materia Madness here with another movie review. This time, let's just rip the band-aid right off of this flesh wound, okay? I watched the movie Dashcam. Freaking terrible. I mean, I've never wanted to quit watching a movie so bad, and I couldn't take it, okay? So, I'm not even going to bother cutting up parts of the trailer just to fill you in on this. If you want to watch it, go watch it. If you don't, you don't. Okay, the main character in this movie, this is like Annie Hardy. I guess she's a real person. She's kind of playing herself. I don't know if it's an exaggerated version of herself or what, but it is the most obnoxious main character I've ever freaking seen in a freaking movie. She's just self-absorbed, just uninterested in the world. They really lean into the MAGA anti-vax stuff. And it's just a freaking mess. Okay, so her aside, the basic premise of this movie is she's in America. She decides to go visit her friend in England or the UK, I don't know where. And she steals this car, then gets tasked with like an Uber job to take this lady from this destination to this other destination. On the way, crazy stuff happens. Crazy stuff happens. There is like so much of this onion that I can just pull back. It's ridiculous. So they also try to go about this movie with like the live chat. So you have constantly, except for a couple key moments in the movie, a live chat going. That's just like, wow, what's this? Wow, you're so funny. Wow, look, show boobs. Like just stupid shit that is just more distracting from the movie, which already has its own problems, like keeping you entertained in the first place, especially with the main character that you have. When it gets down to the wire, and there's more gore and stuff like that. It's they cut out the internet, right? So then there's no chat. You can kind of focus on what's going on, but it's still not even like great. Okay. This movie had like a budget, I think like $400,000 when I looked it up. So makes sense, the practical effects and all that stuff, right? Blood kind of looks like ketchup and all that, but it just went like gory or weird for the sake of being weird. And as the stuff devolves, the main character, which is my biggest gripe in the whole damn movie, like it's a continual setup where all these shitty things are happening because of just stupid shit she's doing, and she's just being oblivious to it. You know what I mean? She drags her friend into the situation. And then as things are progressing, she's just obnoxious and oblivious to everything going on. There's like no real effect to her. You know what I mean? Like you could watch a horror movie or any kind of movie for that sake, and you have a main character, and then once things start happening, especially if people are dying or you're being shot at or something like that, should affect your character to a degree. But that character was just a type where it's like likes to make fart jokes and like dick in the butt, and she'll be getting shot at or be chased by the creature, I will say, and she'll just be like, "Oh, dick in the butt," like just stupid toilet humor, which I don't mind, but stupid toilet humor for the sake of toilet humor, right? Like there's a time and a place for that, like the beginning of the movie when you're obviously making that she's a obnoxious character, blah 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 blah. That's fine, okay, but like when you're actually into the meat and potatoes of everything, like at least change your character dynamic a little bit. There's some parts where she's kind of quiet, or she's kind of like zoning out a little bit. Okay, that's fine. But then, like as soon as she snaps out of it, she's right back to just dick in the butt. You know, it's very it's frustrating. I thought there was gonna be a better premise, like than there actually was. I kind of like the live streaming movies and stuff like that. I think when it's done well, it's really nice. But in this case, the main character was just so obnoxious you couldn't even focus on the movie, and then as you're trying to like read the chat is just super obnoxious. um and I just couldn't take it. Barely made it through the movie. So that's all the cons. For the pros, I guess they got it funded, you know. And it's a Bloomhouse movie too, which like depresses me because Bloomhouse usually makes some pretty good like horror movies and stuff like that, but I don't know what the hell they were doing with this movie. I really don't. But It is what it is. So out of 5 stars, I would give this movie a 1. I wouldn't even waste your time with it. Normally, I'd say maybe check it out yourself and make your own opinion, but I wouldn't even waste your time with it. It's not worth it. If you really do feel like you want to watch it, it's on Hulu, but make sure you're not tired because you might fall asleep on it. With that, though, I will be having another movie review up next week. So, thanks. Bye.